Hello everyone who's coming in. No, he didn't have any children. What happened to Josh? I'm new here. So Josh was found dead in Lloret de Mar in September on his first day of his holiday. So many people go on holiday and don't return, and it's getting swept under the rock. It really is. Well, this is the thing. They closed his case as a non-suspicious death, but he left the hotel with his phone and his money, and his body was found without them. So how's that not suspicious? Oh, I've had my ring come as well that I'm going to have his ashes put into. Hello, Belinda. Thank you. No, they haven't been able to track his phone. We have tried everything we possibly can at the moment, and it doesn't feel like we're getting closer. Forensic take photos of bodies at the scene. So we've obviously asked to see them. We haven't heard anything back about that either at the moment. But I think with how everything else has gone, we're going to have a fight. We're going to have to put up a fight for everything. Thank you so much for the gift. No, they've literally done nothing. They've been useless. Hold on. Why would they think he would go somewhere in the middle of nowhere? Exactly that. The area that it was found just says in itself that he would have never gone up there on himself. There was nothing around there for him to do other than walk in an overgrown woods. Why would he want to do something like that? So has the embassy not helped out with any investigations? At the minute, there isn't anybody involved because the investigation's been closed. It's my mum that's been dealing with all the authorities side, and then I've tried to do the social media side of it all and do the interviews on the telly and things. Especially with how he would struggle to walk. Yeah, that's the thing. Josh could walk, but because he had CMT, it affected his walking. So he would have really, really struggled. Made me smile seeing his face, but sad at the same time. I know. What a daft day. I keep saying to myself, I swear to God, Josh, you put me through hell. I just wish he could give me a sign and tell me what happened. It seems that they just brush things under the carpet. They do. This is the problem. This is why nothing's ever getting solved with all these young British lads that are dying out there, because they just don't seem to care what's going on. They really don't care. I'll just put the Wolves badge on for you, Daz. Yeah, exactly. I don't know who these people are who are trying to join. So he left his hotel on the first day of his holiday, and then his body was found 3 days later in the woods in Lloret de Mar in Spain. Yeah, exactly. Hello everybody joining. Ash, you need that go for me. You need a solicitor. I think you do. We are going to do it. Me and Mum are going to sort it out when I go down. Happened to Jay Slater. What's that, sorry? There was something about another man there years ago. I saw that today in Lorette de Mar, that another man was murdered outside a nightclub in Lorette de Mar. Yeah, it's crazy. Who found Josh, was it? So it says that it was a local. We've asked the authorities for the details of the local so we can try and speak to him, but obviously they haven't given us that. Yeah, so sad. I think Jay's death was a lot different to what Josh's was. Yeah, but that's why we're hoping we're not gonna do anything or bring anything to the Spanish police without a lawyer now, because everything we do give them, it seems like they just want to destroy it. It's really wild seeing that picture behind. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you. We'll get there soon. I think the British Embassy should have sent a detective from here over there. Yeah, I think it might get to a point where we are going to have a private investigator. The Duke of Baghdad. They've been fantastic. Hayley's helped us so much getting his story out there. What was that? In Spain, you can only request anything with a lawyer. Without nothing you can do because he has to go. Bloody hell, he's going too quick now. I can't read him. Now you've done that, Ash, although you know how to do it. When you come on, it will already be on there. Oh, okay, that's good. Hello, Sandra. You okay? That's good. I was a bit bored. The babby's at her dad's and I'd been to see a medium at a theatre tonight. So I thought, oh, I might pop on a little bit. Like a spare part without the babby here. Can you recap Josh's story, please? Yeah, so Josh flew to Barcelona airport on the 19th of September. He arrived to his hotel early morning on the 20th in Lorette de Mar. He left his hotel at 12:23 on the 20th, and his body was found in the woods 3 days later, about a 25-minute walk away from his hotel. Hello, Jan. Hello everybody that's joining. Ash, as a medium, said anything about his injuries or said how he died? They have, but I think it's a bit too graphic to say on here. It's not, definitely not a natural death, what I've been told by mediums, but it's quite graphic. And it's obviously now you've got to try and find the evidence to match that to take it further. I pick up head when I look at him. What do you mean? That's what you feel something happened to his head? Have they said why it happened? Do you mean why he died or how he died? Thank you. It could have been an injury to the head. Why from the medium? I'm getting tired now. Hi, did you get anything from the medium? Oh no, I didn't tonight. He didn't come through at the medium. It was like a group reading in a theatre. But as I walked into the room, Josh's funeral song came on as I was walking in. Yeah, the mediums that I've seen, not the one tonight, the other two that I've seen, have said that Josh was unalived, yeah. Yeah, proper mad. I walked in and like as the man was getting ready to come on stage, it started singing Forever Young. And I literally went cold, like literally went cold. Yeah, it is. I was hoping he had a message and he was going to come through, but there was a lot of people's loved ones coming through. But I think that was a sign. His funeral, and it was a funeral song that I'd picked as well as we walked in. So it was so lovely when as we walked in tonight, it was playing. Yeah, it's mental. I just felt all goosebumpy. Did he get into a taxi? Where did the taxi driver drop him off to at 12 o'clock? So we have no idea. Thank you, Sandra. We have no idea if he got into a taxi or not. So basically what had happened was I phoned round all the taxi companies and emailed them to see if anybody had picked anybody up that day from Josh's hotel. So the one taxi company I was writing to in Spanish on emails and translating it, and they said that somebody was picked up from Josh's hotel at 12:08. So I said, oh, thank you, Jan. So I said, well, can you tell me if it was my brother? Like, I sent a picture. They said, we can't say who it was, as it's been so long ago, we wouldn't remember. But the call was made from the hotel reception to get a taxi to another hotel. So we can't confirm if that was definitely Josh. But we do believe he got in a car, as there was never another sighting of him after he left the hotel. Whether it be somebody's car or a taxi, Otherwise, surely if he would have gone towards the bars and things, people would have seen him, or we would have caught him on a camera somewhere. But there's literally been not one sighting of him. Because even if he would have left the hotel and he went outside and then, I don't know, say maybe he was dragged into a car or something, somebody would have seen that, surely, and notified the police about it, but there was never nothing. It was as though he walked out of his hotel, 7 minutes later he sends a message saying, I fucked up good and proper. To me, we believe that he'd got into a car and then that's when he sent that message to family. Yeah, he did go on himself. Did your daughter do the Facebook page, Sandra? Oh, I know. He's got a right cheeky smile, hasn't he? No, the Spanish authorities are shocking. They're shocking. We've had no support from them whatsoever. Why would random people want to attack for no reason? But we don't know. He could have been attacked. He could have made friends with somebody and then something's happened to him. So corrupt. So sorry for your loss and how things have been handled. Thank you. Maybe he had a lot of money. The thing is, Josh left the hotel with his bank card and no money was touched in his bank card. Someone must have saw something, and yeah, she will be finishing it off tomorrow. Oh, that's great, Sandra. I can get people to start joining it then as well. It'll definitely help us all a lot as well. That taxi driver is key. It's just the information or something more. Wasn't a robbery then? Well, we don't know because he left his hotel with his phone and his money and his body was found without them. I only met Josh a couple of times when he picked you up from work. Picked who up from work? Yeah, I feel like there's been a set-up somewhere as well, Kelly. Did you say you spoke to Hayley Comet on here? Yeah, I have. She helped us put Josh's story out there. And I'm so glad she did. We did a live with her. And I think if I hadn't have done that live, I wouldn't have had the confidence to come live now. That's where I saw you on Hayley's. Yeah, we're really grateful for her helping us put Josh's story out. Yeah, I am, Ash, yeah. No, Josh isn't missing. His body was found. He was missing. His body was found in the woods in Lorette de Mar. Thank you so much, Mrs. Icon. Oh, I know. Hayley is so lovely. If the hotel called a taxi, they must have the records and CCTV. So we've asked the hotel 100 times for the rest of the CCTV footage of the whole stay when Josh was there, and they've never sent it. Neither of the police. Thank you, Moo. We haven't got anybody involved at the moment because the case has been closed. The later it's getting, the more people are joining. Yeah, it is. They close the case virtually right at the start. And then when we asked for all the CCTV footage of the cameras in the area, we were told that none of the cameras in the area were working. Yeah, we are. We're being ignored and let down by them. You need a lawyer, Ash. They can get all the information from the court. Well, I'm going to contact, when I go down to Mum's next week, I'm going to contact that, the details, what you passed me on, Sandra. Mum was looking into the price for lawyers and things yesterday. She was saying it's extortionate. I don't like his picture behind me. It keeps scaring me. We have already got a GoFundMe, and that obviously the money from that went towards the cremation, towards Josh's funeral back home as well. Oh, honestly, it's lovely. Nathan and Brett's family, we've all been really close to, and they've helped us so much. Yeah, that is Brett's mum. Set up one for solicitors' costs. But I think we might do, when I go down to Mum's next week, is because there's already a GoFundMe still open, we might just change the writing on it and put what it's for and what the money that was raised last time has been used on. How can they close the case? Do they not think anybody's involved? No, well, they're making out that Josh put himself in the woods and died of natural causes. Oh, they are. They're awful. They failed all of these families. Oh, it's okay, Jen. Hello, Joe. Thank you for the roses. Oh, okay, quick. Keep clicking on stuff. It's horrible, Jen, it really is. Yeah, but we can't do that without evidence that he has actually done something. The people that don't know Nathan's family have a petition. Oh yeah, please all sign Nathan's petition. Vile humans, the GC to the judge, treat our families terribly. The authorities are awful, aren't they, Sandra? Oh, I can't keep up with these comments now. I'll let you put some comments in, Daz, because I can't keep up with them now. Every time somebody joins, it comes up at the bottom. Is it Nathan Osman's Law, I think it is. Can I go off here to check? Hasn't the taxi driver done a runner? What do you mean? See if you can find out what Nathan Osman's petition link is, please, Daz. Answer for Nathan Osman. There you go, Sandra just put it in there. The taxi went to a second hotel. I wonder. Oh, so the taxi that went to the other hotel, I also contacted the other hotel and asked them for the CCTV footage, roughly when he would, the person would have arrived, and to see obviously if Josh went into that hotel. And they said that after 15 days, the CCTV cameras, they clear. My mascara's gone everywhere now. I keep on rubbing my eyes. Oh, I know. Every single piece of information that we have put to the Spanish authorities, they haven't looked into anything properly. I feel like we've done more as a family who are grieving than what the authorities have done for us. And Brett's and Nathan's parents have helped us massively in everything. Thank you. It's hard though. It's like you're grieving someone, but then you've also got to fight as well. Definitely, family's done amazing, and will. Thank you so much, Daz. It's hard though. It's okay to constantly put a face on, but sometimes I just have my days where I just break down, and it don't feel real. Still doesn't. Oh, was it closed? Oh no, what a shame. I'm sure they'll set another one up at some point. I'm looking at setting up a petition as well on Monday. Thank you, Amber. Technology today, wouldn't it save to their iCloud? Josh didn't have an iPhone. I don't know why I'm always touching my face. I think it's a nervous thing. Thank you, Amber. I will do. Thank you so much. No CCTV cameras in the area where Josh was found are working apparently, and they only pick up reg plates of cars. That's what the Spanish authorities have told us. Yeah, we definitely do. We are looking into it next week with the solicitor. Just hoping we get a little bit more information on Josh's whereabouts before then, and then we can put it all to the solicitors to put to them. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Anne. The solicitor can help private investigators. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's definitely the next step. Thank you, Helen. So when I go down to Mum's next week, I'm going to try and do it. As soon as they can get the phone, I'm sure. Yeah, it does, we will. Thank you, John. Have you managed to get onto his Facebook? So I spoke to Mum earlier. She said she hasn't yet. But I think her partner is going to do something to do with getting into something tomorrow. I don't know what he's doing. She mentioned something earlier. I really need to get this makeup off. It says co-host. What's that all about? Was Josh on TikTok? I think he had an account, but I don't think he had anything on there. Because he always used to send me videos of stuff that he saw. Normally food, saying, oh, Ash, have you seen this? How good's that look? I keep on getting stray accounts saying that they want to join. I have no idea who they are. I know, yeah, but I don't know who the ones who are trying to join are. If anybody in the comments wants to come up, you're more than welcome. Was he a kind of man to just jump in any car? No, if it was a taxi, then he would have, if he was trying to get somewhere, he would have just flagged the taxi down to get somewhere. Is there any news yet? We haven't got no new news as of yet. Still hoping that somebody comes forward with a sighting of him at least. No, he wasn't on Instagram. I remember having a conversation with him about Instagram. And he said, do you do that shit as well, Ash? I was like, what? He was like, that Instagram? I was like, I've got an account, but I don't go on it. He went missing in September, Gillian, but his body was found 3 days later. I wish he was still just missing. I know, it's crazy. It's more, they said that no cameras in the area were working. We've looked on all his Facebook and things. He didn't put any pictures of where he went. Is from when he left the hotel. He was never seen again after that. We contacted all the restaurants and bars and local shops and everything, and nobody ever saw him other than the camera leaving the hotel reception. But then as he left the hotel, apparently the cameras outside the hotel don't work. Josh was independent but vulnerable. I say the taxi driver took advantage of him. Somebody's definitely taken advantage of him. Oh, thank you, Kelly. He'd love that. Josh loved the Wolves. He lived and breathed football from a very, very young age. I think my dad took him to the Wolves from when he was a tiny baby. Hello, Nicola. So it's about my brother who was found deceased in Lloret de Mar in September. Josh was older. Josh's 33 and I'm 31. Oh, it's okay, Nicola. Thank you. It's alright. I always do that, click on the wrong thing. Are you looking for answers about what happened? Yeah, so basically, he left his hotel in Lloret de Mar on the 20th of September, and he was never seen again after that. Nobody's ever come forward to say that they've seen him or anything. And then 3 days later, on the 23rd of September, his body was found in the woods about 25 minutes away from his hotel. But his body was found in a ditch in the woods, where it was kind of like a ditch in the floor and then loads of overgrown around it. Thank you so much, Mrs. Icon. Can the phone company ping where the last text was sent? My mum's trying to deal with all the his phone company and things. I'll check with her and then I can let you all know. Thank you, Nicola. Do you reckon he could have taken drugs and overdosed? Yeah, he could have taken drugs, but he wouldn't have put himself in the woods, or he wouldn't have walked up that way, because it was out of the way of the bars and everything. Oh, it's all been covered up by the Spanish police. Does. Everything's a huge cover-up. Thank you. Yeah, so much. If you look on my TikTok, there's loads of videos about Josh's story with all the details. Yeah, they said that no CCTV cameras were working in the area. Some of them only pick up the reg plates of cars. Do you think the taxi driver knew the suppliers of the rugs? Yeah. I feel like people have more control over the police than what the police do have over them. It's actually quite scary because you're meant to be protected by the police, aren't you? I'm just thinking that he took something dodgy and tried to find his way back to the hotel. No, I doubt it very much. Where he was found, it was 25 minutes in the opposite direction to where all the busy life, all the busy restaurants and bars were. And he was found 25 minutes uphill in the middle of the woods. And also the walk up to where he was found, Josh probably wouldn't have managed it because he had a muscular dystrophy, which affected his walking. Yeah, it is, Layla. Oh, 100%. But the police want us to believe that Josh put himself in the woods. There's no way on God's earth he did. Do you think he gave them too many and unlived himself and then they dumped his body? No, I don't think so. Oh, okay, I'm just trying to find a reasoning. It's okay, everybody's got their own opinions on everything, haven't they? There is no way that Josh would unalive himself. No way possible. he's definitely been put there. The woods have already... He's definitely been put there. The woods be already searched them 3 days before he was found. Yeah, I don't think he was put there straight away. I don't. I feel like he was dumped. No, I mean them gave him too many and then dumped him. Yeah, possibly. So they said that when they found his body, there was no signs of violence on the body, and they put his death down to natural causes. Yeah, the taxi driver has been spoken to by the Spanish police, and apparently there's no concern. Has he though? At this point, what do we believe and what do we not believe? Yeah, exactly that, Sandra. Sandra's had the same experience as what we have with Brett's story. They're shocking, aren't they, Sandra? It really is, Layla. You can't believe a word they say. And one thing for certain this year, after we found out what happened to Josh, thank you, Sammy, I want to make sure the Spanish authorities are held accountable for letting Josh's body decompose like that, for not storing him correctly, and basically leaving him to rot for 12 weeks. And then telling us that his body wouldn't be released from the medical centre unless we agreed to a cremation or a burial in Spain after 12 weeks. Oh, honestly, from the start they knew that we wanted Josh repatriated and bringing home. Literally from the start. And whilst we were waiting for the DNA to come back, because Josh was found without his ID, so they had to do DNA. The DNA should have been done a lot sooner than what it was, but it took 12 weeks. And then after 12 weeks, we found out that right from the start, they never embalmed Josh. So he was basically left to rot for 12 weeks. And then they turned around to us and said that due to the state that he's been left to decompose in, you either agree to a burial or a cremation in Spain, else we won't release his body from the medical centre where it was. But right from the start, so even though the police told Mum, oh, that's going to be too fast, did they test to see if anybody else's DNA was on his clothes or body? I'm not sure. Were they scared that you would get an autopsy back home? Oh, 100%. Because then we would have 100% found out what happened. And they also got rid of his clothes. Yeah, that's right. So he wasn't embalmed or put in a freezer. Nope. He was left in a medical centre. He wasn't stored correctly. When we were forced into his cremation, I'm sorry, this is really grim, but as the cremation was about to take place, I'm going to go in my room just so I can put my phone on charge. As the cremation was about to take place, I stopped the cremation and I said to them, you're not cremating them until I see that it's my brother. So the man explained the state that Josh's body was in. Watch out, Bert. I've got the dog on bed. He explained the state that Josh's body was in, and I said, I still want to see his body before you cremate him so that I know it's Josh. So he said that I couldn't go in there due to him being so decomposed. So I said to them that I said that Josh had a tattoo on his arm, and I asked the man to go and take a picture of their tattoo on his arm and come back out and show me. So we did, and the only way I knew that it was him was because, fuck's sake, he had a wolf's tattoo on his arm, and the tattoo had leaked, the ink had leaked under his skin, so you could see the hexagon of the wolf's head. But when we went in, well, when I saw the photo of him, because Mum and Dad didn't want to see it, when I saw it, he was left to decompose that much. He had no skin. He had no skin, and he was covered in maggots. Yeah. It was honestly the most horrific thing, but I knew that I had to see him before they cremated him because of how much they'd lied to us and let us down. I wasn't convinced it was Josh, but seeing the hexagon from the wolf's head on his arm, because it had gone underneath his skin, seeing that, it confirmed that it was Josh. And I even said to the man in the cremation, I said, why are you showing me a picture of that? I don't want to see that, because to me it just looked like the screen just looked orange. And I said, I don't want to see that, I want to see a picture of my brother. And he was like, I'm so sorry, that is your brother. And it was obviously the flesh underneath his skin. The fact that he was left to decompose to that state was horrific, and that picture will live with me for the rest of my life. It really will. And we was all arguing in the cremation because Mum and Dad were like, Ashley, I don't want you to see it, I don't want you to see it. And I was like, I don't care, I'm seeing it. It's the last thing I do, I'm seeing it. Because I really didn't believe it was Josh, how much we'd been let down and lied to. But then within, the people in the cremation place were lovely, they were so nice. But the whole thing was over in like less than 5 minutes. It was so quick. And I took a wolf's flag and a wolf's scarf, and I'd wrote some letters to put in with him, and they dressed his coffin really, really nice. Yeah, that's the thing, Welsh Diamond, we'll never find out what happened to him because we were forced into his cremation in Spain. What's your next step? So we're going to get a solicitor. Hope, thanks Daz, hope that somebody comes forward with a sighting of Josh, put it all forward and try and get the investigation reopened. We know that he had contact with 2 Spanish numbers whilst he was over there. So we're going to try and push that with a solicitor. But yeah, the state that they let his body decompose without even telling us that he hadn't been embalmed, we didn't know. For them whole 12 weeks whilst we were waiting for the DNA to come back, we genuinely thought that soon as that DNA was back, Josh would be able to be repatriated and brought back home. But then after 12 weeks, we were then told, we're really sorry, he hasn't been embalmed. He hasn't been embalmed, so he's not going to be able to come home. You have to come out to Spain for a cremation or a burial. Honestly, it's awful. We've only recently, obviously it happened in September, but in December, just before Christmas, I had to leave my little girl back at home with family just so we could go out to Spain literally just before Christmas to cremate Josh. And that was hard enough itself. I had to leave her for 5 days. I had to come up with a story why I had to go. didn't want to send him home because they would have done an investigation on it. Yeah, exactly that. I had to tell my little girl that I had to go and help Santa because one of his elves were poorly, just so I could go to Spain. Thank you. Yeah, I know. We had some amazing support with Josh's GoFundMe. I'm trying to, Dolly. I'm trying to. I've just ruined all my mascara even more now. Thank you. Look like absolute crap now. It was a local that found him. We've asked for the details of the local, but we've never been given them. We're trying to find them out ourselves. Thank you so much. He'd probably be laughing at me going, why are you crying? Sort yourself out. What's the matter, bird? Yeah, I have. When we went out, so the week we cremated Josh in Spain, I had an interview with their local newspapers. Once the investigation is closed, the lawyer can get all the information off the GC on the court ash. Oh, okay, thank you, Sandra. Did Josh went on holiday? Understandable if you choose not to answer. Yeah, Josh was on holiday when he died, yeah. Thanks, Daz. He would, wouldn't he? Be like, Ash, sort yourself out. Well, all Josh's funny stories involve drink. I'll best go to bloody bed in a minute. It's nearly 1 o'clock. Thank you. Oh, don't, Daz. He was literally the life and soul of the party. He had the most shittest dance moves you could imagine. So my little girl would call him, so he would call my little girl a bumhole. Yeah, he has passed away. Thank you. No, we haven't had any more updates as of yet. We're still just trying to push his story out to see if anybody comes forward. The Spanish police are dodgy, I think, from watching your videos. Yeah, they are. W. What does W mean? Oh, what's happened? My brother was killed in Lloret de Mar. Thank you. Oh, it's the videos are so long on there, Nicola. I've tried to put as much details as I can into the videos though. So, he arrived late night on the 19th of September, early morning of the 20th. He left his hotel on the 20th, and he actually, on his death certificate, it says he died on the 20th. So he died on his first day. The Spanish police have said that he died of natural causes, but we don't believe that. Thanks for replying to the comments, Daz. I don't like it when my mum ain't in here to answer some of the comments. Yeah, he was picked up from the airport by a taxi driver. And I love you, Daz. Thank you very much. Thank you. Up the wall. Say that one. Can you trace that number to see if it matches the last Spanish numbers? Trace which number, sorry? Up the wall, say. Josh should die. Are you hearing you say that? Did he on holiday or to work? Was he on his own? He went there on holiday and he was on his own, yeah. He did solo travel quite a bit and go away with friends and family as well. Roll on tomorrow. I actually get a line because my little girl's at her granddad's. No, he'd been to Spain, but he hadn't been to Lloret de Mar. Thank you so much. No, we haven't had his phone back. We have no idea what's happened, where his phone is. I'm going to get off now, everybody. I'm going to come back on Monday when the little one's at school. Can the phone company not Tracy's signal. My mum and her partner are working on that at the moment. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. And thanks for your support. You too. Wolves away. Good night, Sandra. Good night. I don't even know how to turn this thing off.